Secret Agent X9 by Dashiell Hammett, dramatized by Mark Brissenden. In last week's episode, Secret Agent X9, after breaking the Top's code, was able to prevent his men from getting away with $1 million in gold bullion from the SS Pythia. Disarming a bomb in the ship's strong room with seconds to spare, X9 rescues Evelyn Powers and saves the lives of everyone on board. Still uncertain of his arch-enemy's identity, X9 is powerless to prevent the escape of Deacon, the one man who could possibly have led him straight to the mysterious villain, the Top. This week's episode, The Powers That Be.
Here you go, hon. Liberty Girl breakfast special. Enjoy.
Thank you, my child. You're an angel.
That's Sister Agnes to you, Deacon.
You know me.
Yo, Deke! Since when do you eat here? You ain't a regular.
The place came highly recommended, particularly this dish.
This dish, huh?
As I said, sister.
Hey, follow us. We'll show you how they prepare it.
Go with him. This is brothers Matthew and Luke.
I'm aware of all the disciples. Thank you, Sister Agnes. It's been a while, but the twins, I remember. Still can't tell them apart, of course.
Easy. Matthew don't like sausage.
Hey, come on this way. It's through the kitchen. Okay, buddy. Down you go.
Where?
The ladder takes you down to the sewer. Walk along till you see the tunnel with the light shining out. There's an elevator. Take it.
Rats. What am I doing? A filthy, stinking sewer's no place for a man of my ability. Then again, I guess this must be the elevator.
Welcome, Deacon.
Huh?
Yes, it's me. This is no recording. My voice is being piped into you.
Where are you?
Never mind. Allow me to compliment you on your smart escape from the Pythia. Most inventive.
Thanks.
Got my million in gold bullion?
Not on me, Brother Top, no.
It is a foolish man who jests with me. You and I both know that thanks to your bungling incompetence, it lies at the bottom of the ocean.
It was running fine till that damn plane came down.
It'll be dealt with in time. First,
No, Brother Top. Please, have mercy on a sinner.
there's a long drop beneath now, Deacon. But then, falls from grace were never short.
No, don't. Let me out of this thing.
As you wish. Farewell, Deacon.
You're the top. You're the Colosseum. You're the top. You're the Louvre Museum.
Oh, Alfred, it's so good to be free again.
And rich?
Rich? I suppose so.
You suppose so. Didn't your husband leave you his fortune?
Well, yes. The will's not been settled yet.
I thought perhaps a small loan. I suffered a bit of a loss recently.
You're not just interested in my money, are you, Alfred, dear?
Oh, you know why, that is, I'd marry you if you hadn't a red cent.
No, you wouldn't. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Excuse me, Mrs. Powers, but that detective gentleman wishes to see you.
Tell him I'm not in.
Tell me yourself.
Never mind. Anderson, you can go.
Yes, ma'am.
Entering by the front door again, I see. What are you doing?
I hate that song.
Well, you could have waited a moment. The wail of sirens that follows you around would have drowned it out.
Not today. A friend of mine made a call. The cops saw things in a different light.
My, we do have friends in high places.
The highest. Who's your friend?
This is Alfred Hall. He's my...
Pet poodle. You already told me.
Darling, I didn't know you had such a high opinion of me.
If he calls you that again, you can hit him.
You can try.
Perhaps you should ask him what he wants first.
Why? There'll be nothing in it for you. But you can stay if you want.
Okay.
Mrs. Powers, I have information that none of your husband's money was really his. It belonged to his brother. Tarleton gypped him.
Oh, ridiculous. You can't prove that.
How do you know what I can do? Is your husband's brother still alive?
No, he's been dead 12 years.
Where's he buried?
Somewhere in the Atlantic. He was lost at sea.
All very neat and tidy. Didn't he have any heirs? Evelyn, for instance?
Of course, she was his daughter, but he left her nothing. He had nothing to leave her.
Unless Tarleton's fortune was his brother's.
You can't know that.
The Tops men seem pretty sure.
What, you believe those hoodlums over me?
Perhaps I can break the deadlock here.
You? How?
How shall I put this?
Bluntly.
What would be the going rate for evidence?
What? Well, you rotten little...
The offer is open to both sides.
If you know something, you better tell it now.
No, but if I were to find some evidence, naturally it would be in my interest to settle to the highest bidder.
Alfred Hall, I misjudged you. I thought you were just a cheap hustler. All the time, you were a cheap blackmailer.
Looks like no sale, Alfred.
Still, I wouldn't want you to go away empty-handed. Take this.
No, don't be... suggest a little mutually beneficial business, and this is how I get treated?
Oh, do hit him again. I'd like to tell him no deal, too.
No need. I'm going. You'll regret this, both of you.
What do you mean by that?
Hot air.
Oh. Looks like he left us a little memento of his visit. Now, what is that, a tie clasp or something?
What? Oh, it's Alfred's. Must have come off when you hit him.
Yeah, interesting design. Maybe I'll get the chance to hit him again one day and return it.
He won't stop running till he hits California. No. Come and sit down next to me. I'll put a nice piece of ice on those knuckles.
Yeah, glass jaw never bruised them any.
I'll come and sit down anyway. You know you were trying to get me on your own.
Now that you mention it.
Good. I'm really not that terrible person you think I am.
Maybe you're not as mixed up in all this as I thought after all.
Thank you. Now, will you mix the drinks or shall I?
Just make it straight.
Amen to that. You see, it's not so difficult to forget about work once in a while. I knew Evelyn wasn't really your type.
She's a good kid. She's been through a lot.
Oh, stop it. She's obviously pretty gooey on you, though. I knew you couldn't be interested when you didn't leave her a way to contact you.
How did you know that?
Well, why else would she run an ad in the personal column looking for you?
She can't be.
Alfred pointed it out to me.
I wanted her out of this now. The top is ready to send her to the bottom of the ocean. So he's obviously not interested in her alone. And the further anyone stays away from me, the better.
Oh, and she's just being silly. You said as much.
Do you know where she's staying?
Well, I think she wrote it down somewhere.
Fat lot you care.
I let her pack a few things before she left. She wouldn't have been happy here anyway.
And you would have been happy with her here. Do you still have the paper?
Yes, I think so. There on the bureau.
Personal. Got it. Mr. Dexter, Montgomery Hotel. Contact me. Important. Evelyn.
Important?
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Do I look like a clippings agency?
I'll have to take a rain check on that drink. I won't be the only one interested in this ad. I just have to hope that I'm the first to reply.
Run the ad for another week. Yes, I'm still at the Montgomery. Oh, Dexter. Oh, I hope so. Just a second, I'm coming. Hello, what?
Damn. Too late. After this room's been turned over, a maid service has a lot to answer for. Whoever it was, they're obviously looking for more than just Evelyn. All right. Come on out of that closet, whoever you are. I always shoot first.
Now, there'll be no need, sir. No need.
What are you doing here?
To see the lady, sir. Matter of business. But it's too late, I fear. Too late.
What business?
My card, sir. My card.
Sidney George Hopper Cobb. Confidential advice and guidance at all hours.
At your service, sir.
This doesn't explain anything. The one thing it can't be is the tale I shook off on the way over here.
That I can't, sir. I merely saw the lady's advertisements in the paper. Carp, I said to myself. I said, Sidney George Harper Carp. That's me, sir.
Is there a short version of this?
A lady in trouble. Harper Carp knows his duty. To offer assistance, sir. Assistance.
You mean your racket is hunting for people who are in trouble and taking them for all they've got?
My heart bleeds for them, sir. Really. My guidance is all theirs for the asking. Of course, if there should be a way to turn a profit, however slim...
Nothing slim about you, mister. Why the hide-and-seek routine?
I arrived minutes ahead of you. Minutes, sir. Found the place as you see it now. Heard footsteps and thought it prudent to obscure my whereabouts. Most prudent.
So you don't even know Evelyn Powers? Don't know anything about her? Just saw the ad and thought you could make the price of your next blue plate special by offering some advice.
That is it, exactly, sir. You hit the nail right square on the head. Right square.
You look plenty phony to me. But I haven't time to take you apart right now. Stick around till I can make it.
Gladly, sir, yes. Gladly.
Good. You can watch me grill the staff here and see what a bad idea it is to cross me.
Hey, come on, sister. Wakey. Hey, what's a little chloroform between friends?
Well, where am I? I'm seeing double.
Hey, Luke, you hear that? Twins, honey. I'm Luke and he's Matthew.
More of the Tops men.
Now you're getting it. And you know the one about one twin being good and the other bad?
Yes.
Well, we're the exception proves the rule. Want to know how to tell us apart?
I guess.
Well, I'm half crazy, and he's all mad. The Top thinks you know where your old man is. Well, how about it?
My father. Then he really is alive.
Hey, don't play innocence. You're pretty now, but that can be fixed.
No, please. I've always believed he was still alive, but I've heard nothing from him. Not a word.
Cops! Hey, don't panic. Hey, how could they know where we was? It's gotta be for something else. Now hold her tight, Lukey. I wouldn't want to slip and hurt her too bad.
No, don't! Let me go!
Meanwhile, having grilled the hotel staff, X9 puts a 1,000,000-to-1 shot into action.
One phone call, and you can produce a full-scale police raid. Highly impressive, sir. Highly.
Just have to know the right number. They've been told to take this hotel apart brick by brick if they have to.
Something of a waste, I fear, if your theory proves incorrect.
The clerk at the front desk said she came in about 2 hours ago and hasn't left since. The janitor's been chucking stuff out into the alley all day, so they couldn't have smuggled her out that way.
Then, sir, mayhap some other member of the staff is lying, and she is indeed incarcerated within these walls.
Any ideas?
Yes, that first character, sir, seemed quite unperturbed by it all. Didn't like him, sir. No, I didn't like him.
The house dick. Used to be a cop, friend of mine. Another go.
The janitor, sir. 1,000 hiding places in a basement area. 1,000, sir.
Good idea. We'll check the roof.
Oh, you do believe in playing the long shot, sir. You really do.
I like the odds. Now, keep checking these skylights. They could be holed up in one of these old attic rooms.
If you insist, sir. What is it? I do believe I saw a movement, sir. Below us.
Huh? It's difficult to tell. The glass is so dirty. Go get the cops. Tell them to find another way in.
And you, sir?
I'm taking Route 1. Stand back.
What? Oh, thank God!
Back, both of you. An automatic beats a blackjack and razor any day.
You again? If it wasn't for that lucky shot that winged Matthew, we'd finish you by the roadside.
So, that was you two. Here, let me finish the job for you.
You got no right to gun a guy down like that.
I do. It's okay, I'll let you off the car you wrecked. This way I can tell you apart.
Huh?
Sure. He's dead and you ain't.
Why, you...
Back against the wall.
Police! Nobody
What took you so long? She could have died of old age.
Oh, brother, you again.
This ain't your beat, Brady.
It is now. I got transferred out of Oakhurst thanks to you.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't bother. I was getting soft out in the sticks anyhow. Hey, who's this Harper Cop character?
Where is he?
At your service, sir. He volunteered to lead the charge, but somehow we all managed to overtake him on the way up.
Merely holding myself in reserve, sir. The last line of defense and all that. Ah, this must be the little lady.
He came about the ad.
I guess that was pretty stupid, wasn't it?
Pretty stupid, yeah. But it's over now.
But it isn't. My father is alive.
You sure?
Yes, that's why they try to grab me back. My father's alive, and now the top wants to kill him too.
What about it, punk?
You want me to tell? But you just croaked my brother.
He doesn't have to. This guy told me to quit stalling them and tell them where my father went after he scrammed out of that Carl Street dump. Those were his exact words.
So Carl Street's all dumps.
He's right. It's a flophouse district down by the Bowery.
Then why don't you ask the deacon? Well, he'd know.
And you tell me where to find him, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's taking swimming lessons in the East River. So that's who he was.
You sure it was him?
Can't be positive, but 5 will get you 10. There's one less John Doe in the morgue. It's him, all right.
That makes you the closest I can get to the top.
I ain't saying a word.
You'll tell me everything, or I'll let you walk out of here free as a bird.
What?
Now, just hold it a second.
If I let you go unharmed, the top's gonna think you talked. Oh, no, Mr. Top, I wouldn't tell him nothing, so he let me go. Can't you just see it?
Masterful stroke, sir. Masterful. Why, we could be partners, sir. Yes, partners.
Talk, punk, and you'll get police custody.
Didn't help Baldy Carson any.
Well?
631 Carl Street, room 8. I don't know for sure why he wants Alden Powers now. I guess maybe he knows who the top is.
How could he?
Well, look, all I know is we traced this Powers guy to Carl Street, but he must have smelled us coming and ducked out, leaving behind a flock of women's clothes. We thought they must be for his kid and grabbed her. But that's it. That's everything.
Yeah. I believe you. Brady, find a deep hole and drop him in it. I'm going to check out Carl Street.
I'm going with you.
Better not. The tops may could still be staking it out.
My father's in trouble. I've got to go.
The lady is right, sir. You can't get away from that. I should deem it an honor to accompany you both and see that no harm befalls her, sir.
All right. Leading a parade isn't my idea of sleuthing, but I do still want to keep an eye on you.
Oh, this place is horrible. The smell. How could my father be living here?
Not everyone gets a mansion with servants, Miss Powers. His room should be just along this corridor.
Oh, please be there, Father. Please.
Quiet. This is it. I think there's someone in there.
My father?
Well, a couple of the tops men waiting on his return. I'm going in. Ready, cop?
Last line of defense, sir. Last line.
Stay where you are. Grace.
There, you see? I knew you were the kicking indoors type.
And Grace. What are you doing here? Where's Father?
How should I know?
Sir, those villains were correct. The place is stuffed to bursting with women's clothing. You don't suppose he's,
Quiet, cop. I want to know how she found out about this place.
Her father wrote to me. Asked me to come here. I was waiting for him when you arrived.
Where's the letter he wrote you?
I tore it up. I left it at home. I don't remember what I did with it.
What did it say?
Just that he was in danger and wanted to see me right away.
And you heard from him before?
No, I thought he was drowned at sea.
And how do you know the letter was really from him?
Well, of course I don't really know. But my intuition told me it was.
She's lying, Dexter. I know she is. I'll get it out of her!
Where did you two?
Then make her tell me the truth.
If we could be alone again, Dexter. If we could talk.
Again? No, you couldn't, Dexter.
Perhaps I could forward my services as protector to Miss Evelyn whilst you do so, sir.
Sure. Step over here a moment.
Yes, excuse us, ladies.
Take Miss Powers into the next room and keep her there until I find out what her aunt is up to. And listen, my fat friend. You let anything happen to her, and I'll whittle you down to kindling size.
Have faith, sir. You can trust a Harper Carp to the very last drop, sir. The very last.
Good enough.
I don't have to go if I don't want to.
Miss Powers, believe me, I know what I'm doing.
This way, miss. Please.
I guess he's right.
You know he is.
What did he whisper to you in there?
He instructed me to remove you from this dreadful place. Now that your father is not here, there's an address downtown. He requires us to await him.
No, he wouldn't.
He said himself he knew what he was doing, and we shan't go wrong by obeying his order. This way. Time is short.
We're alone. Talk.
Good. Now that brat is out of my hair again.
She's okay. Reminds me of someone.
Oh, it's like that. Can't you ever forget her? Not even when you're with me?
No.
I bet I could make you.
How?
I can give you the top.
I'm expected to believe that?
Listen to me, Dexter. You're an attractive man. And strong and violent. And I'm attractive and strong and a...
Violent.
Woman. Why shouldn't we...
What is this? A proposal of matrimony?
But I can help you.
Okay. Where's the top?
I don't know, but I can find out.
Then tell me who he is.
I don't know that either yet. But really,
As
you just...
I thought. More of your lies.
But I can find out. Only give me a little time. He trusts me. I can use that to find out who he is.
So, you're going to double-cross him too, are you?
For you, yes.
And why should I believe any of this?
Look, I'll prove it to you. Let me make a call. Hello, operator. Get me West Side 66690.
And what if the top's not in right now, huh? What if he's had to visit his gray-haired old mother in hospital?
Yes, operator. What do you mean the number's disconnected? It can't be.
You really will do anything to get my attention, won't you?
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
To get Miss Powers and then out of this madhouse.
Wait. I'm coming too.
What? They've gone. What do I have to do? Put her on a leash? This more you're cutting up?
No, I swear it.
Harper Carp. I have his card. Rats do buildings. We'll have to get a cab. If she's not there, it'll be as good a place as any to start.
Now, my child, tell me something.
Yes.
Cream and sugar in your coffee.
Thank you.
There. No reason why we shouldn't be comfortable whilst we wait. No reason at all. That sounds like them now. Perhaps whatever it is your aunt has imparted will have mellowed him somewhat.
You think?
You're right. A man would be wise to open the door for such a character. You, sir.
I told you. I asked questions second.
Well, indeed, sir. You most certainly do.
You hit him, but he was only doing what you told him to.
Seems as good a reason as any.
Now you can make good the $10 I had to slip the cabby to lose that tail again.
With pleasure, sir. For I deemed it most inappropriate to detain Miss Evelyn in such company, sir.
What do you mean, such company?
Oh, now you could do far worse than accept a little advice, Sydney G.H.C. style, sir. Far worse.
Let's have it.
Oh, gladly. First, sir, I would advise you not to keep company with this Grace creature.
Why?
Because, sir, when I knew her last, it was 15 years previous, and she was being tried for 2 cold-blooded murders.
Ha! Now I've heard it all. What new fantasy is this?
It's true, sir. My girth may have increased since, but the Harper Carp memory never fails him. Never, sir.
What? Who are you?
Now I've got you. I have enemies, hundreds of them, hundreds. And Me and the shooter's gonna get 'em all. Which one of you is my enemy?
He is, sir. He is.
We're not your enemies. We don't even know who you are. Now, easy with that double-barreled. That's more of an antique than you are.
That's right, loaded with buckshot. And you're first, mister.
In the third episode of Secret Agent X9 by Dashiell Hammett, dramatized by Mark Brissenden, X9 was played by Stuart Milligan, Grace Powers by Connie Booth, Harper Karp, Terry Shale, Evelyn Powers, Rachel Power, Alfred Hall, William Hootkins, Alden Powers, Peter Marinker, Matthew, Michael John Pagliatti, Captain Brady, John Garasio, Sister Agnes, Miranda Pleasance. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Technical presentation was by Peter Novus, Roz Mason, and Jane Napier. Secret Agent X9 was directed by Chris Wallace.